So thanks for joining us on Travel Talk. It's a pleasure to have you guys, and we'd love for you to introduce yourselves to us and our audience and tell us your story. We're very interested.
All right. Well, I guess we started off, we're two athletes from Queen's University of Charlotte. We swam there competitively, and we met there.
Let's start with the name. How did you guys come up with the name, your handle?
So basically we just love to do anything like outside, like hiking, backpacking, anything like that. We love to be outside and doing activities out there. So that's like the hippie part of it. And then we also love to do like exploring around the cities and things like that. And that's like the modern part. And like we also love working out as well. So
nice. Congratulations on your graduation. I was going through your feed, and from what I read correctly, so you guys graduated and now you're deciding not to go on with the career and just kind of travel for some time?
Yeah.
Very nice. Why do you think that is? Like, what made you transition in that direction versus going straight to the work field?
I think the main thing is just like, I don't know if we're ready to do the work stuff right now, like being in an office and stuff. Like we want to try this and see how this works, and if we can do this, then we'd much rather be traveling and seeing different places instead of sitting in an office chair.
How was the swimmers? We were checking out your profile.
Both are.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's how we met.
That's awesome.
Very good. And when did you guys finish school?
We just finished this past May.
Okay. Yeah. So super recent. Well, congratulations on this, direction. Anthony and I are, I believe a decade older than you guys. And I think it's amazing that you guys are going in that direction and not doing the work field right away to figure yourselves out and explore. Do you think that's a generational thing? Do you feel like your other classmates are doing the same?
Definitely not doing the same, I can tell you that. I think we just wanted the freedom of it, honestly. We both made a lot of time for traveling, and since we were athletes, we had practices every single day, but then we would get up, we had Sundays our one day off, and we would always find somewhere to go hiking, wake up at 2 a.m. for the sunrise and go drive super far. And it's just always been what we've loved, and we want to see if we can make a career out of that and give it a try.
Yeah, that's amazing.
You guys were the adventurous couple.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, definitely.
That's really cool.
And speaking of couples, you guys are actually the first couple that we have on our podcast.
Yay!
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Feel that there are any challenges because you are traveling often, and any kind of obstacles that you've come up at this time?
Not so far, I guess. Right now, I guess the biggest thing is after graduating and stuff, we're trying to save up money. So we're doing everything as cheaply as possible, which sometimes just means we end up sleeping in the car on road trips or finding odd places to camp. But honestly, we love it because it gives us the freedom to wake up anywhere we want the next day. And it's been great so far.
Yeah.
Now you guys are in Florida, correct?
Yeah, we are.
And you guys mostly have traveled only in the States, or have you gone international so far yet?
We haven't gone international yet, but we actually have a trip planned for Canada later this summer. So that's about to change.
Oh,
very cool. Very
nice.
Cool.
Which part of Canada?
Banff.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah, I've heard of it. We've never been, so that's on our list as well.
Yeah.
Those that are listening and watching that want to learn a little bit more about Florida, can you tell us just your experiences? Maybe a good story.
Any recommendations for Florida?
Yeah, we just got back from St. Augustine this past weekend. It's actually the oldest city in the U.S. And that was pretty fun to explore. They have an old fort there, so you got to see how the soldiers lived, and they were in these tiny little beds. I swear a child couldn't even fit in that nowadays. You got to see on the upper deck where they had all the cannons that they'd shoot off, and you got a good view over the city. So St. Augustine is definitely fun to check out.
Very cool. What made you go in that direction? Did somebody recommend it, or just kind of history buffs?
No, my aunt actually, she's down here in Florida too, and she always wanted to go. And so we looked into it and we're like, oh, that's so cool. We want to go too.
Yeah, I love the historical kind of a terrain as well. We do that often. So I'm like, let's go to a mission, a church, anything that's old and rustic. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a van?
No, but we really want to one day. That's a goal of ours.
Nice. Who inspired you, or do you feel kind of influenced this direction for you guys, or was it solely on you two?
I feel like we've always seen like the people on Instagram doing like the travel Instagram and stuff like that. And like I don't know about Cece, but I never really took it seriously, I guess. But I'd love to be outside. And then once I met Cece, then we started thinking about it and we're like, we could do that. And then we're like looking more into it. And that's when we first started the Instagram channel. And
really nice.
so
I love the outline that you guys have because it's very original. I feel like it's really organic. Like what I see from you guys is a true, I think, idea to what you want to do. And in a realm where many people I feel like are doing it now, I like to see that like authenticity that you guys are bringing. So, you know, where this takes you and all, like I think that's amazing that you're doing it very early on. We started a little late as couples, but I think for you guys, I mean, you should be a huge success in the next couple of years, if not.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's really kind of you to say.
The fact that you're doing this now and you're not going with the status quo, I mean, I commend you times 10 because that's amazing. I wanted to do this. I just never had like the guts to actually pull the trigger. So now we're a little late, but we're definitely just, you know, trying to catch up. So I think it's great that you're doing this now, right? You don't have any children, fresh out of college. And like I said, I wish you guys so much success. I think it's going to be great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
What made you guys decide? I'm curious.
Yeah.
The 9 to 5, corporate America, you know, culturally for me, it was you go to college, you get a job right after, you get a 401k, benefits, and you're kind of like the little hamster wheel, right? At one point, I got so exhausted and I would travel any opportunity that I had that I was like, this can't be my life. Like, I need to do this hopefully full time or find somebody that's on that same path. And that's when we met and everything kind of just aligned and it was in sync. And I'm very fortunate to have met him because prior relationships didn't really want to do that, you know, as a travel couple. So that was my little story behind that. What made you
I mean, pretty much what she said. Later in life, I fell in love with traveling. I didn't take my first international trip until I was around 27. After that first trip, it just hit me. I was like, this is what I want to do. And I want to make money doing it. So we travel the 7 seas now. We're going to Asia soon. And
that would be cool.
Again, her first time, but I've been a few times. It's a place that I love, so I'm happy to bring her with me.
Do you have any outline like where you want to go internationally or kind of just winging it as it comes, do you feel?
I feel like we haven't thought too much internationally yet, but I actually did my undergrad at Grand Canyon University in Phoenix, Arizona, and I fell in love with the desert there. And Finn has seen it a little bit. We took a swim trip. We had a competition in California last summer, and we just fell in love with the Southwest. I've told him my stories from the desert in Phoenix, and he got to see California, and he stopped in the Phoenix airport, and he was just amazed by how it looked, all the scenery. And I think we want to go to the Southwest first.
That's cool. Yeah, there's so much to see here in the US, you know, like it's such a different terrain, the scorpions, the monsoons.
Yeah.
New experience. So definitely, I think you'll have
fun.
Do you guys surf?
Yeah, I surf.
Oh, very nice.
A bit of advice that you would give to those that are watching.
I guess just don't be afraid.
Yeah, like don't be afraid to try something that you think you might enjoy, because like for us, like if we never tried this, we would never like find out if it's gonna work or like if we enjoy it or not. So
I love that. Take the plunge.
Is traveling more part-time for you guys or full-time?
It's full-time right now, but we're also doing a lot of work behind the scenes to set up for trying to make this a full-time gig.
Very cool.
Very nice. Any behind the scenes like suggestions that you have for, you know, people that are in your same area that are wanting to do this that haven't really quite gotten that direction?
Yeah, I would just say that like look at who inspires you and, you know, take note of that. Obviously do your own twist on it, but that and reach out to people, make connections online.
Very nice. I love that. And thank you so much for networking with us. Like I said, these are our first couple, so that's kind of like our niche right now, wanting to connect with other couples. And if you ever are going to Asia, please let us know. We'll be out in Thailand, Philippine area for about 6 to 8 months.
In the beginning.
Cool.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah. You guys were the first to respond to my post on Threads.
We're like, yay!
Yeah.
How do you
That
guys
was crazy.
Yeah, your takes on Threads, because I know it's been blowing up as of last week.
Are
Do you guys
Yeah,
like?
it was. It felt like a mess. Like when it first came out, I'm like, what do I need to do? Like, there's so much I feel like I need to do. Like, we need to post, like put up questions, like see, like figure out the best thing to do. But
like,
it was kind of stressful at first.
Right. Yeah, I was a little late. I'm like, what's happening? So Twitter / old Facebook, like I don't get it.
Yeah, basically.
Which platform are you guys using the most?
Probably our Instagram. We haven't really done too much with anything else right now.
Yeah, you're just getting started, so that's understandable.
Yeah.
Well, we hope to reconnect with you guys soon. You know, as your YouTube grows and any other social platform, please reach out to us. Let us know what you guys think. But we're really excited that we got to have the opportunity to meet you guys. Do you have any questions for us at all? Like as other fellow travelers?
What's your favorite place that you've been?
Fiji for me. I'm also a swimmer, so I did a lot of snorkeling out there and I was super excited. I mean, I definitely want to go back there with Anthony. It's a must. So if you ever make it to Australia or like that area of the Great Barrier Reef, it's incredible.
And Thailand for me.
Oh, nice.
Oh, both places that sound amazing. Especially Thailand, the food there. I've heard it's cheap and amazing.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're also the budget travelers. So we are kind of just, you know, being a little more aware of our spending. So we're okay doing like hostels, you know, resorts and that thing. It's not what we really vibe with. So if we have to sleep, you know, overnight in a car or at an airport, we're totally fine with it. I think that's the direction we're heading in right now.
Yeah. And for those that are listening, what is your Instagram handle? How do you spell it out? Just for those that are paying attention to this video, that want to look you up and follow you.
Yeah, we're Mdrn.Hippies, Mdrn.Hippies.
Very nice.
So check them out, guys.
Thank you so much for joining us, and it was a pleasure meeting you too. Looking forward to the future and what it brings to you guys.
Thank you, you guys as well. Enjoy Texas.
Thank you. We will. Bye.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.